Hey Aries, welcome to my channel for your weekly reading. I'm really glad to be back with you guys for another week. I'll be on vacation next week. I was going to try to do a live this week. Everyone in my house has been sick. And my son's got baseball practice. He's got games. He's got 2 to 3 games a week. So it's been, the makeup games from all the rainouts have been very inconsistent. So I haven't been able to create a schedule because they just pop the game on there whenever. So I apologize for not being able to do the lives. I'm getting back to them. I may even do one on vacation. They just said, no, you won't. No, you won't, Crystal. Okay. Let's see what these are. Quite bluntly, I have to say there's someone in your energy who is just saying, stop the fucking shopping. And that's them slapping the table. Stop the fucking shopping. That's what I'm hearing in my head. So you have an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, family matters, plenty of material things, success, situations in the balance that require careful handling, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, and obstacles to overcome. So I am speaking to some individuals here, Aries, who, 44 on the clock, you've been trying some new things. You've been trying, maybe new avenues, streams of income, trying something new. Like you gave up an old paradigm. You gave up an old, like maybe a 9 to 5. I'm just going to use that as an example. Hold on. All right. You gave up an old job and you've been trying, you've been going at it. I'm talking to somebody who's been going at it. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Sorry. You've been going at it, and to other people, it really doesn't look like you're doing much. But they don't, they don't understand what Source is doing with you. It's like Source is having you simultaneously heal past patterns and wounds, current patterns and wounds, let go of people, places, and things at the same time that you're starting new things. So you've got all of these different things that you're doing at once. And 90% of it you're not sharing with certain people because they aren't of that walk of life, or they wouldn't understand, and it would take longer for you to try to explain it, and instead they would get that glazed over look in their eye like that, and there's just something here that's going to happen where somebody's just going to have to see it to believe it, and it's not you. The reason that you are going to see it is because you believed it first, where other people have not believed you in whatever it is that you've been doing. They have not believed you from the very beginning, is what I heard. Secretively, they kind of judge you, but it's not so much about them being right and you being wrong. It's nothing to do with that. It's just you're trying to do something differently than how somebody else did. They don't agree with what you're doing because they're not seeing a lot of output or a lot of progress from it, but that's about to shift exponentially. Okay, that's about to shift exponentially, and they want you to know that. They do want you to be careful about crossing this person and saying something. Just, it's like, be very, almost, and I hate to say this because I don't recommend this any other time, but right now they're kind of like, keep the peace, walk on the eggshells when you need to. It's like you are around someone who you know what their energy is like. You could pick it, like you just see them and you know right away, don't mess with them today, or don't ask this, don't ask that, because you just know the kind of energy that they're in. So they want you to be cognizant of that and just pay attention to that energy and keep the peace as much as possible. Don't rock the boat. Don't try to, point fingers for any reason at anything, because this person has been thinking a lot in their head about what they want to say to you, and they don't know what to say or how to say it. But something is supposed to come in before, something's supposed to come in for you before this conversation happens, before this person blows up on you. There's supposed to be some type of win, a message, a letter, or something that you receive that solidifies everything you've been working on. And this other individual will finally, they go from kind of secretively being resentful and judging you to all of a sudden panic because you're going to have to go somewhere. So this person is damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. They don't like what you're doing now. It's like they want you to do what they do, and they want you to do it how they do it. You don't want to live your life like that. And so this person stews in their mind. They're thinking of all the things, and like every time you make an action, they're saying something to themselves, or in their mind they're, well, if you did this, da 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 da. If you did this, then it wouldn't be an issue. Or if you did that, this wouldn't be an issue. They don't understand. It's like almost like you've had to sacrifice a small amount of money and save face for a little bit of time in order to attain a lot of money. So you have people around you that just don't understand your walk of life, what you have going on. They're on the outside looking in. They're not understanding anything that's going on inside of your body. But something's coming to you soon, where this person is going to go from judging you and resenting you to then to being like, oh God, I wanted them to do this and this. I didn't want them to just up and leave. And that's what I feel like it is. It's like, I just wanted them to take more action and get a better job, get a better job. And then I didn't want them to leave. And that's the energy I'm getting. But you are doing something right now in order to increase your finances so you can leave. So all along, I feel like you've known where you were going with this. Other people haven't known where you're going with this, and they're about to know. And they want you right now just to save face, grin and bear it. Grin and bear it, because the situations are hanging in the balance. They require careful handling. So that means you being easy with your words, being kind of warm and inviting to this person. I feel like they actually have a lot of, they do. Thank you for the confirmation. They have a lot of other things going on in their life that they are really, they're down on themselves. They're beating themselves up. They're struggling with internal things regarding them, but they're also struggling with internal things regarding you and other people. It's like this person is in this energy of constant worry and fear that something bad's going to happen, and they think that they're the one person that can hold it all together, the glue, and keep things moving by controlling a situation. They're not going to be able to control what's coming next. And so Source is just wanting you, don't rock the boat. All right. You don't want to have a big fallout argument with this person right before you receive something. And then you're just like, well, fuck you. Bye. I got a job offer. Bye, bitch. You don't want to do that. You want to keep the peace, be easy, and just let things work themselves out. All right. The information that you need is coming. Release old doubts and fears. You're currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. That's exactly what I was just saying. I feel like your life, you're healing this, then you're being asked to let go of other things, like the things you're healing. There are people, places, and things that you're being asked to let go because of the healing. At the same time, you're being asked to start this and practice this and be this. So you're doing all of this stuff at once, and it's a lot of change at once. And maybe other people aren't recognizing what that's supposed to look like because they've never been through it. So they don't know what things are supposed to look like. Where you don't even know what it's supposed to look like. You're learning as you go. Okay, let's see. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. People hate, and I hate it too, hearing it's in divine timing. Well, let's just give an example. Let's just say, I don't know, let me try to make this a raunchy example. Yes, I said raunchy. I did. All right. So 2 people split up and there's a child or children involved. And then one person continues to stay in the job, the work that they're in. The other person ends up changing a lot of things about their life. And then they decide that they want to take their career in a different direction, and they start working towards that career. And then that career, something happens, shifts, it's taking them out of their current environment. They have to move, physically relocate to another place. And the baby mama or the baby daddy that you have doesn't want you to go. And they try to block it in every which way from Sunday, they try to block it. What if something has taken such a long time because other movable parts had to happen, other experiences had to be there, right? With other people, with other places, and other things. And let's just say, Source knows in divine timing, Source knows that the baby mama or the baby daddy is in a really bad place financially. And they're also receiving a lot of karma for things that they've done and they're going through. And you're over here, you're positive, you've been healing, you're growing, you've got this big, beautiful offer, and this person wants to stop it. What if the divine timing was about them, the source, cooking up whatever needs to happen over here with the baby mama or baby daddy so that you can get that job, take it, and leave freely without having to worry about clashes in court, you know? So I feel like that's what it is. Things just need to kind of die down, and some polite conversations need to happen in the future, and things will move very well. Because, you know, let's just say you have baby mama, baby daddy, there's a split, and then you're worried about traveling for the child, going in and out of town all the time. Well, what if you waited long enough so Source can make sure the atmosphere for the baby mama or baby daddy was exactly what it needed to be, so when you make that phone call or you call them or you talk to them in person, you tell them what offer you got, things are already in a good place because you haven't been making waves with this person, and they're in a position right now where you moving away would be the best thing for them and for you. And had it happened a month sooner or 6 months sooner, hell to the nah, you would have had to give that job up and not be able to move. So there's things about the divine timing that you just don't know. And that's all they want you to know at this time is something's brewing and they want you to keep doing what you're doing, but try to save face and not cause a lot of waves right now. Yeah. This is interesting. So I'm going to go back to that first person that they said's arrogant and boastful, not to cross. They said this is the energy of them. On the outside, you look like you're kind of like doing nothing, just partying, relaxing, having fun. But in reality, you're figuring out how to balance your life and bring things into balance and prioritize certain things and deprioritize other things that you used to make a priority so that you could come into this place of stability and happy home, happy wife, happy life. What's that? What's one for a husband? I don't know. Like, I was trying to think of something to be clever, but it didn't work. This is what they're saying. On the outside, to other people, this is what it looks like. You're just having a good time, relaxing, enjoying yourself. Maybe you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I do this? Do I do that? Like, somebody sees that you have so many options right now, and they're not liking that you have so many options. Like, how dare Aries be happy and financially stable? How dare them? That's not allowed. That's what it seems like. How could you possibly be happy right now? When I'm the one providing for everybody in the house, how could you be happy? You aren't doing shit. That's just the energy that I'm getting. So there's somebody who's saying that in their mind, feeling it in their heart, but not speaking it. And it's almost like you just say one thing wrong. Like, damn, can't you wind up the cord on the vacuum? And they're just going to turn around and let your ass have it. So this is not the time. Don't rock the boat. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love.